But what we are very proud of now is the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina, and so on, that we penetrate the cabinets. So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are for our actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
And that's true in Argentina too. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's true in Argentina as well.
It's true in Argentina, and it's true in France now. Mm-hmm. I'm with the president, with the young global leaders. We have, if I look at our stakeholders, we have business, of course, as a very important audience, and we have politics. We have continuous partnerships with many governments around the world. And of course, we have NGOs, we have trade unions, we have all those different parts. Media, of course. Media, of course, and very important experts and scientists and academia. Because if we are looking at the future, I think we should look at new solutions, and the new solutions will be very much driven by technological developments.
And we even have, you even have religious leaders, right?
We have religious leaders, we have social entrepreneurs, very important social entrepreneurs.
Eine Website uns auffordert, eine neue digitale Identität zu erstellen oder uns bequem über eine große Plattform anzumelden, haben wir in Wirklichkeit keine Ahnung, was eigentlich mit unseren Daten passiert. Und aus diesem Grund wird die Kommission demnächst eine sichere europäische digitale Identität vorschlagen. Eine, der wir vertrauen und die Bürgerinnen und Bürger überall in Europa nutzen können, um alles zu tun, vom Steuerzahlen bis zum Fahrradmieten. Eine Technologie, bei der wir selbst kontrollieren können, welche Daten ausgetauscht und wie sie verwendet werden.
I just would like to highlight what you said about the European Chips Act, because it's an important step to create the physical brain for digitalization and to have it located to a certain extent in Europe.
Servi depuis le plafond par un robot. Ce n'est pas un laboratoire, mais bien le restaurant qui accueillera les journalistes du monde entier lors des Jeux Olympiques d'hiver de Pékin. Ici, pas de cuisinier ni de serveur, tout est automatisé. Des dizaines de robots s'activent en cuisine. Ils préparent et cuisent les plats eux-mêmes, qu'ils acheminent ensuite sur ces rails. Au bar, celui-ci reproduit à l'identique les gestes humains pour faire un cocktail. Et le robot vous suit jusqu'à la fin du repas. Celui-ci vous sert votre café. Ces machines à tout faire seront aussi déployées dans les hôtels des athlètes en tant que domestiques.
Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, CEO Seth Berkley, immunization needs a technology boost, secure digital identification systems that can store a child's medical history, providing every child with a digital biometric identity. Gavi doubled down by becoming a founding member of ID 2020, a public-private partnership dedicated to spearheading a global digital biometric identity standard.
A vaccine that is delivered using a dissolvable patch called a microneedle array.
Dissolvable microneedles that deliver patterns of near-infrared light-emitting microparticles to the skin create particle patterns in the skin of vaccine recipients, which are invisible to the eye, but can be imaged using modified smartphones, something like a barcode tattoo. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation came to us and said, hey, we have a real problem knowing who's vaccinated, so our idea was to put the record on the person to be a digital marker linked to a biometric ID.
Eventually, what we'll have to have is certificates of who's a recovered person, who's a vaccinated person.
Is now being implemented by a number of governments. The OnFido-provided app to scan their face or other biometric data, link that information to a SARS-CoV-2 antibody test, or proof of coronavirus vaccination, and then have their picture taken and immunity verified every time they wish to access a restricted space. In 2012, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation helped found the Better Than Cash Alliance to accelerate the transition from cash to digital payments globally, process of switching the world over to a digital payment grid tied to biometric identity. The different parts of this population control grid fit together like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. The vaccination drive ties into the biometric identity drive, which ties into the cashless society drive. In Gates's vision, everyone will receive the government-mandated vaccinations, and everyone will have their biometric details recorded in nationally administered, globally integrated digital IDs. These digital identities will be tied to all of our actions and transactions, and, if and when they are deemed illegal, they will simply be shut off by the government, where every transaction and every movement of every citizen is monitored, analyzed, and databased in real time. It is about control. A biometric identification system tied to a digital payments infrastructure that will be used to track, catalog, and control every movement, every transaction, and every interaction of every citizen is just now